Hi, everyone. So, this is it, week 5. I hope you are all having a wonderful week and you are getting ready to work on that Module 5 essay. I know that this can be a little bit scary, so I wanted to just reach out, send out a video, and make sure that everyone feels comfortable moving into this essay. In week 4, you came up with your thesis statement. You worked on the decision tree project, and it's really important that you please go back and look at my feedback, especially if you need to make any revision to your actual thesis statement. A thesis is so important because this is the roadmap for your paper. It lets your reader know what to expect and what they will be reading. So, this is very, very important. Okay, so that's the first thing. You did your decision tree. The next one that you did was your introduction, and this is getting you ready for the actual essay. You created your hook, you did your overview of your topic, then you did your thesis statement, and then you put it all together to form your introductory paragraph. Please make sure to go back and look at my feedback there as well. If you'll notice, the thesis statement is the final statement at the end of the introductory paragraph. That is exactly where it should be in your essay as well. If you are following along and taking a look at the exemplars throughout the modules that we are doing, with each of the assignments, you will notice that each of the modules also leads up to the exemplars that are throughout the class. So it is that topic, that article, not one of the articles we are using, but it is an article. And this one, they are breaking down as we are moving along. Okay, so you have your introductory paragraph. And what you are going to do is hopefully, if you've needed to do some revision, you've done the revision. And then what you're going to do is make sure to choose the format that you plan to use, whether it is MLA or APA. This is an MLA template. Once you download the template, you can begin to fill it out. But what I want to draw your attention to is in this essay, the student has taken the historical context and all of the other aspects and requirements of this assignment and has basically weaved this into their introduction and some of their information. I know it feels like sometimes it would maybe be a little bit easier to sort of just come up with a basic outline of all of the information that you need to include. But I promise you, as you're working through your essay, you will find logical places for you to put that information. My best advice is to write your essay first and then go back and look at the essay to make sure you've put in all of the things that are required. You can always do some editing, of course, before you submit. Okay. So, what I wanted to draw your attention to here is that this is the introduction for the exemplar that was, it's included in the Module 5 assignment. I also sent it out in an attachment on an announcement so that you would have it. And then what I want to draw your attention to is the thesis statement. And then in bold, you'll see some comments, but the thesis statement again is the final statement at the end of the introductory paragraph. And then what you will notice is that in the thesis, it says Romacer argues for a balance between productivity and downtime, emphasizing the value of productivity and ways to be a productive worker. But although she emphasizes the importance of work life balance, she does not offer as many ways to truly take a break and improve the personal side of life to create that balance. So, in this sample, what you are seeing is that this student is not recommending this article. They don't believe the article, the author is effective, okay, which is the goal of our assignment. But also, what you should see is when you take a look at the thesis statement, if you go back to the point, the very first topic sentence of the first body paragraph, you should be able to read this Go back to the thesis statement and actually find that right there. It is the very first point. So this is the reason why we had you in your decision tree come up with 3 reasons why you believe your author is or is not effective. Those 3 reasons are going to be powerful, strongly worded statements that are your topic sentences for each of your body paragraphs. Okay. And then throughout, you will place your quotes, the information that you got from your article, as your support. And if you read through the exemplars, you can see there is a powerful topic sentence, there is additional explanation, there is a quote, there is the proper citation, and then there is a final statement or two that sums up the ideas in that paragraph before moving on to the next point. Please notice that in every body paragraph, there is evidence from the article. Please do not go outside of the article. You do not have to do that. You only need to include evidence from one of the approved articles, the article you're working on, whether it's Take a Break, The Era of Happy Tech Workers is Over, or Beat the Clock. That is it. No other outside resources are necessary. Third body paragraph, additional evidence here as well. Notice properly cited, of course, and then the conclusion. Also, please do not forget that all important works cited page if you're using MLA, reference page if you're using APA. I am here to support each of you. Please reach out if you have any questions whatsoever. I am happy to go over things. I can meet with you in Zoom. I can meet with you in Microsoft Teams. Whatever the case may be, I am available. Also, want to remind you for the 5-1 analysis assignment, this is for your first audience only. When it comes to week 7, down the line a little bit. I'm not jumping too far ahead, don't worry. But when it does come to week 7, I will do another video to make sure that you see everything that is required in that essay as well, including because I want to make sure that no one misses information that needs to be put in that assignment that students frequently miss, and it's a good chunk of points. All right, so reach out if you need anything. I'm happy to help you however I can, and I'm here to support you. Good luck on your essays, and I cannot wait to read them. So far, you're doing amazing, and I know it's going to be great. Reach out for support. Have a great day. Bye.